I was raised in Southern Baptist Church with all my family. Went to the same church, and when I was 15 years old, I broke my back on a motocross track, and I was actually on the track on a dirt bike, and I don't remember the actual accident, but I just remember waking up on the track, and I was laying on my stomach, and when you're laying on your stomach, you try to get up. So when you try to get up, you try to do a push-up, and I did that, and I felt something crunch in my back, and my legs wouldn't move. So and then I passed back out, and I was fading in and out of consciousness. And next time I woke up, people had kind of started to gather around me. I looked up, and I could see Life Flight landing on the field a little ways off. And I remember them loading me up on the stretcher and taking me off to Vanderbilt, where I was life flighted to. And then I don't remember the first week and a half or so that I was in the hospital. But when I did finally come to and wake up, I remember the doctors had my legs in their hands, and one of them had their leg on my shoulder, and they were asking me to kind of push down on my leg, and nothing was happening, and they told me that I was paralyzed. I had broken 2 vertebrae in my back, and lost my bowels, bladder, all feeling and everything from about my diaphragm down. And 15 years old. It was 3 weeks before my 16th birthday. When I was laying in the bed, you know, it was almost like I was in a constant state of prayer, just saying, Jesus, just please let me know if I'm going to walk again. Give me a sign. Just please let me know, so I can focus on getting better and not worry about, hey, am I going to be able to walk again? And there was one particular afternoon where I was laying in the hospital bed, and I happened to be by myself, which was kind of a rare thing because I had a large family, and everybody was always gathered around me, and friends and people from church supporting me. But this time I was alone, and I was laying there, and I was just praying. I said, Jesus, just please let me know if I'm going to be able to walk again. And within 60 seconds of praying that prayer, I could move my toe. And the first person I called was my pastor. And then I called my mom. But from that time forward, I never worried about, am I going to be able to walk again? I always knew that I was going to be able to. I just didn't know how long it would take me. And so now I walk without any assistance. I have a limp, but I went through all the phases. I was in a wheelchair. I went through a walker and crutches and a cane, and eventually to nothing. And I was able to walk across the stage for my high school graduation without a walker or without crutches or a cane or anything. Throughout my injury, God answered a lot of prayers. And a lot of times I would get a direct response, just like with my toe moving when I asked for a sign if I was going to be able to walk again. There was another occasion when I was in the Shepherd Center in Atlanta, and I was going through physical therapy. I was starting to walk again. I was getting up and on walker and crutches and things, but I was still having to do a catheter several times a day because I still didn't have my bladder or bowels. I remember one time after physical therapy, I was in the shower, and I just looked up and I just said, Jesus, just please help me pee again and to never use a catheter. And within seconds, I just started peeing. And I never had to use another catheter, never. And that was in 1997. God is real, and God